Hello everyone, welcome back to the another lecture on the design of springs. Today we'll be dealing with some of the problems on the design of springs. So let us get started. I will read out the problem first. Design a closed coil helical compression spring for a service load ranging from 2250 Newton to 2750 Newton. The axial deflection of the spring for the load range is 6 mm. Assuming a spring index of 5, the permissible shear stress intensity is 420 megapascal and the modulus of rigidity is 84 kilonewton per mm square. Neglect the effect of stress concentration. Okay. Now this is the problem given and you have to design a complete spring. Fine. So what is the first step? As I told you, first step is to write down the given data. Yes, correct. So go and write down the given data. So what is given? W1 is given, that is the load 2250 Newton. W2 is 2750 Newton. Axial deflection is nothing but it's a deformation. Delta equal to 6 mm. Spring index they have given, that is D by D equal to 5, and shear stress intensity is 420 megapascal. Fine. Next we'll start with the solution now. Now maximum twisting moment of the spring. So what is the formula? T equal to, so out of W1 and W2 which is maximum? W2. So obviously it's W2 into D by 2 will be the formula for the twisting moment. Correct. So substitute the values. 2750 is the value of W2. Okay. Now from where this 5D comes? Okay. Now we know that C equal to, that is spring index, D divided by D, capital D by small d, equal to how much? 5. Correct. So what is capital D? It is nothing but 5 into D. Just shift this 5 to other side. Okay. So what you will get is, so this is what you will get when you solve it. That is 2875 into D. Answer you will get in terms of D. Okay. So we have to calculate D. So how to calculate? Let's see. Now we also know that T equal to pi into tau into dq by 16. Okay, this is another formula for the calculation of the twisting movement. Correct. So when you substitute, so what is value of T? This we already calculated. Correct. 6875 into D equal to pi tau. The value of tau is 420 into D cube we have to find out, that is D we have to find out, 16 as it is. Okay. So calculate, you will get D as 9.13 mm. Of course, but this is a not standard. We have to take the standard diameter of the wire from the data handbook. So standard will be 9.49 mm. Next, we will calculate the mean diameter. D equal to 5D. Okay. So small d we already calculated 9.49. Just substitute it. We will get 47.55 mm is the mean diameter. Outer diameter is capital D plus small d. So which is nothing but 56.94 mm. Inner diameter is capital D minus small d. So which is equal to 37.96 mm. Next we will calculate the number of turns in the spring coil. Okay, this is a formula, delta equal to 8Wn into C cube divided by G into D. Okay, so what we have to calculate in this is this n we have to calculate. Okay, so just go further. Yes, the deflection happens for the load ranging from the 2250 to 2750. So effective load we have to calculate, we have to subtract the higher load minus lower load, that is the 500 Newton. Therefore, the number of turns are delta is 6 mm, which is already given in the problem. 8 W is now effective load, what we calculate, that is 500 into n. N is not given, we have to find out. Okay, C is 5, which is already given, the spring index. G is the modulus of rigidity, and small d is the 9.49, that is the diameter of the wire. We calculated, correct? So just go and calculate the value of n. So value of n you will get is 9.5. Let us say it is a 10. Next, now if you consider the square and ground ends, then we have to add plus 2 into the n, that is n dash equal to n plus 2. So it is 12 m. 12 is the number of active turns. Fine. Let us move to the next. We'll calculate the free length of the spring. The formula for free length is, so before that you have to calculate the delta max. Okay. Now see here, maximum deflection delta max under the maximum load will occur, that is 2750 Newton. So delta max is 6 divided by 500. 6 is, what is 6? 6 is the deflection given, divided by 500 is the effective load we found out, into the maximum load, that is 2750. Because maximum deflection occur at the maximum load, that's why I took here maximum load, that is 2750. So delta max will be equal to 33 mm. So we'll find out now free length. This is the formula, n dash into d plus delta max plus 0.15 into delta max. So n dash is 12, we already calculated. Small d is 9.49. Delta max is 33 plus 0.15 into 33. So we will get 151.83 mm, or say it is 152 mm. Thank you.